I think maybe we were supposed to lose. Chapter 1. I mean the oddness of his manner, it is impossible not to laugh at. Otherwise, you know, he is very sensible and well-bred in conversation. So we're in France. The magician. Ireno, my friend, do you hear that in the breeze? Ireno fumes. The rustle of the leaves and the murmur of the nearby brook? Yes, our good friend... Oh, who's that? Yes, our good friend at the Comte has come. I'm gonna sip some tea. We will stop here for a while. Why? The gentleman who killed your patroness is Colonel Gabriel, commanding of the Bern Regiment. It won't be long until he accuses you of this murder. What? I'm afraid you make the perfect scapegoat. Your animosity with the deceased is well known. You are poor, young, and mute, and you fled the crime scene with a notorious thief, me. But do not worry, we're safe here. This is the camp of the Kascarots. They are friends, they don't talk. And like all the other Romani in France, they fall between the cracks. Oh, hello, Willy. Hi, cool to see this game. Been hearing about it, and it looks different. Yeah, I really like how it looks. They're invisible, a bit like you. Like, I like how it's like cutout animation here with people, and like everything's on layers. And the portraits have this kind of ink drawing look, like this Belgian brush style, which I like. Make yourself at home. I need to talk to the magician. Okay, well, we'll talk to this person. Hello there. Oh. Are you done making faces? Good for you, good for you. So you're the new pet of our dear Comte de Saint-Germain. No, don't answer that. My name is Ireno Fuse, cheat and humble artist of the shadows. I trick my fellow man for money and adventure. Would you like to learn magic? I thought you might say that. It's called the three-card knot. During the 100 Years' War, an English lord lost the entirety of his estates over this game, which is a very English thing to do. Then he threw himself off to the White Cliffs of Dover, which is a very French thing to do. So follow closely. Do you see the Queen here? Yes? I'll put her here. Now follow the Queen closely. Okay, she's in the middle at the moment. Show me where the queen is. I think here. Ooh. Magic, isn't it? It's a simple trick, really. All in the motion, the flow. I trust you understood all that. Why not show off what you've learned to the magician? Okay, we'll go inside. Oi! Yes, you. There's nobody else here. Come back. You actually thought the secret to the 3-card mot was to wave your arms like a fool? I worry about Comte's judgment these days. You would have looked a fool in there. But I suppose we can't have that, as it makes me look bad. I'll show you how it really works. Yes, thank you. Start by flipping the cards over. Good, pick them all up and show them to me. Now for the important part, the secret that makes it work. You can either play fair and put the queen down, or cheat by putting down the card behind it. Okay, so skull and crossbones is cheating, because it's dangerous. What'd you choose? No, don't tell me. Now for the fun part, mix them up, but be careful to keep a good rhythm. Stop, stop, stop. You're performing here, understand? That means everything has to have the right place. Too fast and people won't want to bet. Too slow and they'll know you're a cheat. Keep the rhythm and let's try again. Take them all. Whoops. Okay, so in the ring. Alright, now take your time and swap two cards. Make it look deliberate. Time for me to choose. Very good, I didn't even see you cheat. I think you're ready now. 3-card mont. Aha! McGregor is probably after you already. Well, it's not the uncertain... Ooh. Hi Lily, thank you for the follow! I like how this room looks like it's... We can see inside, but everything is surrounded by the darkness. It frames it nicely. I'm glad you appreciate my hospitality. At least it smells better than Versailles. Clears throat. Come in, boy. I was waiting for you. Yes, come, meet the magician. I will wait outside. The comp seems to think you have abilities. Trick me. Oh. No, that was too obvious. Your timing needs improvement. Deceive me. Okay, we'll try that again. I think I got it. Magnificent. Time for me to show you a trick then. I'm going to teach you how to read an opponent's mind. I'll prove it to you now. In fact, I'm so confident in my abilities, I'll put 40 on the line. I'll take that as a yes. Pick a card, any card from the deck, and place it on top. Remember which one you choose. Oh, okay, I can scroll. Three of Hearts. Good, the card you chose is on top and you remember it? I'm glad it asks in case someone forgets. Excellent, now pick a number. Let's say between 2 and 5. Alright, now watch this. I'm going to shuffle the deck and then cut it. Abracadabra, I know where your card is in the deck. Remember the number you chose? Watch. 1. 2. According to the number you picked, this next one should be your card. Is that your card? Good, because there's no way I'm parting with my coins over that. And relax, you owe me nothing. Recomp told me of your origins. I can see that look in your eye. It's always the same. You want to know how I did it? I'm willing to explain since you showed such promise with 3-card Mont. Alright, so I've chosen my card, the Ace of Diamonds, and placed it at the top of the deck. For the time being, let's keep it simple. I'll choose the number 1. That means all we have to do is keep the ace at the top. Let's see what happens if we start shuffling. As we first start mixing the cards, we can keep an eye on the ace. But if we keep shuffling, we quickly lose track of it. Damn. Let's reset the deck and see what we can do differently. Start shuffling again, but only drop a clump of cards once. At this stage, we know that the ace is at the top of the pile on our bottom hand, but if we keep shuffling, we'll lose it. I suppose you're wondering how I kept track of your card when I shuffled and cut the deck before. You're right to look suspicious. The trick is to put a marker next to our card so we can find it later, even after more shuffling. You do this by dropping one card onto the pile and offsetting it slightly. It's called in-jogging. Remember it well, boy. That's it. Now you can shuffle the rest without worrying about losing the ace. Ah. It's nice how they visually illustrate that, because I imagine that's very complicated to explain. Great, now we know where the ace is, but we wanted it at the top, not somewhere in the middle, so now what? That's where cutting comes in. We can feel for the in-jogged marker with our fingers and cut the deck at that point. The next card down was our ace, remember? So when we recombine the piles, it'll be back at the top of the deck. But why trust me? Let's allow the cards to do the talking. Voila! As if by magic, the ace of diamonds back at the top of the deck. Let's see if you understood that. Try shuffling and cutting, making sure the ace gets back to the top at the end. Let's see if you got it right. That looks like the ace of diamonds to me. Well done. Nice. Would you like to practice it again? No, we can move on. Let's take this trick up a gear then. Think about what we've learned already. By the end of the trick, we wanted the ace at the top of the deck. And sure enough, we dealt out some cards and the ace came out first. But the real trick is a bit more impressive. You'll let someone else choose the ace's position. You see, boy, giving your target the feeling that they're in power is the key to pulling the rug out from underneath their feet. That is true. So with that in mind, imagine I'm your mark and I've chosen the number 4. Willie says, this whole game is very strange and interesting. It's actually teaching you, the player, how to do card tricks in real life. Yeah, apparently, because I looked through the developer's Twitter, they were posting these short videos on Twitter on the different historic figures, showing like old-timey illustrations of them and what they did, and so they did do their research with this, which I really appreciate. And let me drink some tea. So if they've chosen the number 4, you need to offset the ace with 3 other cards, so that it's the 4th one. That means when you deal, the ace won't be the first but the 4th. I'll teach you how to add these offsetting cards whilst you shuffle. Willie says, whoa, some of the characters are real people then, cool. Yeah, like, I'm glad that they did that, because, again, it shows their research, and I appreciate it when developers do that. Because it's going the extra bit, and it's showing that there was planning involved. It wasn't just willy-nilly, like, they looked into it and wanted to, like, they were passionate, which is nice. Let's start as we did before. Shuffle some cards down once, just like earlier. Good, now before in-jogging, we need to offset the ace to the correct position. Drop 3 more cards, one at a time. Okay, so clicking is a drop. 2, 3. So the top UI shows where we need it to land. It's good they show that. Great, now create yourself a marker by in-jogging a card. And all that's left to do is shuffle the cards down and cut. Okay, cool. And it's all animated, I really like that. That all looked right to me. Let's see, shall we? 1, 2, 3, and there's the Ace of Diamonds as the 4th card, just as planned. Impressive work. Now before you go running off trying to impress everyone with your newfound wizardry, heed some advice. There's nothing more embarrassing than messing up a magic trick, so keep practicing. Now remember, I get to choose where I want my card to end up, and neither me nor anyone you show this to will pick the number 4 just because you learned it. So pay attention to which number is picked and only offset the card that far. I'll choose the number 4. Shuffle. Drop. Drop. In-jog. Then shuffle the rest. Okay, I think I've got it, yeah. Time to check. The Ace of Diamonds is exactly where I asked for it. Well done. Would you like to practice again? No, I think I've got this. Very well, you seem to know what you're doing. You're a quick study, the Comte has done well. Also, I apologize if I mispronounce things. There's some things that I've either forgotten, or I've only read it and not seen someone else speak it. You tricked the magician? Indeed. I hope you didn't sign away your soul when I've been working so hard to earn it. So you're part of the family now. We share everything here, including our gains. Everything we give to the camp will be given a good use. It's like a poor people's bank. We support the elderly and the ones who can't work anymore, like Ireno. I also hope that one day we could use that money to change things for real in this country. I will give 20. Your half of the money is yours to spend how you want. We would appreciate if you could spare some for our cause. Okay, so we'll make it equal. We all give what we can, thank you. We're all done here, we should keep moving. So we have a journal. A record of your adventures in the journal. I write this from the Kaskaro camp. Smells like smoke. I draw Colonel Gabriel. He killed Ms. P. The comp says Gabriel will blame me for his crime. We also hide from someone named McGregor. At least I'm learning lots, like a new trick from a man named Reno, and comp says I have been spelling his name wrong. Okay, so this is from the character who... He doesn't capitalize properly sometimes. Okay, this is the first part. Strange day, normal start. Ms. P, in terrible mood, hateful woman, a smart man said I have talent. Condescend... Oh, okay, this is what he meant by spelling it wrong. His name is, tonight I will help him play cards. Ms. P cannot find out. Excited was worth paying for his wine. Something awful happened. Ms. P is dead. Couldn't do anything. Does not bother the comp so much. Finally leaving this dreadful place. My dream has come true, but what's the price of it? Okay, so where should we go? Let's go to the cafe. Parliament's Cafe. We're heading to Toulouse. A city on the verge of hysterical frenzy. It's the best place to make a profit. Why? I heard a Protestant merchant killed his own son to prevent him from converting to Catholicism. The bigots are scandalized, the people enraged, the gentry suspiciously silent. As far as scams go, it's pretty crude, but you have to recognize a certain Gallic efficiency. The trial starts tomorrow. I like the horse animation and the wheels are uneven. It's a nice touch. Oh, and they're surrounded by darkness, but it's not night, because if you look inside the carriage, you can see the scenery. That's a neat effect. The whole city will be busy, noisy, and distracted. We cannot let this opportunity pass. Before I get to explaining our next strategy, do you need a refresher on card values? JQKA? Maybe just to be on the safe side. Good that I asked then. Pay attention. Every card in the deck has a ranking that determines how strong it is. The numbered cards go from 1 to 10. They aren't very strong. Let's take a look at high value cards. A jack is ranked higher than any numbered card but is the weakest high value card. After him comes the queen, then we have the king, and finally the ace, which always ranks highest. I'll have a strong hand if I have any of these cards, but sometimes I'll need multiple aces to win. You appear to be following me, but perhaps you're just humoring me. Let's put what you've learned to the test. Now, which of these cards is the highest ranking? You can ignore the suits for now. That's right, the ace is the strongest. You seem to understand, but if you'd like to try again, we can. That's a face of assured confidence, I think. Very well then. Now, where were we? Ah, that's right. We're going to explain my plan. The magician showed you a technique that allows you to maintain and offset a stack, didn't he? Whilst now you have a strong foundation to work with, the technique has some flaws. Fiddling around with the deck at the table is just too risky. So how else can we stack the deck? How? We'll use something I'll call the full harvest. You will collect cards at the end of a round so they fit favorably in the deck during the next one. Okay, so it's like a planned ahead, full harvest, you reap what you sow sort of thing. Picture in your mind how the cards will fall if you're the dealer. Because I'm sitting to your right, I'll be dealt last. That's where we want the high value cards. Pick up the card clumps in an order that ensures I'll end up with a high card when you deal. Okay. Perfect. I'm guaranteed a lovely strong card when you deal. You're doing well, lad, but it will be a bit more complex in practice. There will be many more cards on the table, and I am a greedy boy. Make sure I get 3 high-value cards this time. Oh gosh, I hope this isn't going to be timed when this happens. Okay, so these are low. Uh-oh. Okay, I got some of it, but not all of it. I was close. Okay, so I think I've got the hang of it after that. Not quite right, lad. We better get it right before moving on. Let's try again. Yeah, one more time. Hopefully one more time. Aha. Okay. Well done, lad. Would you like to move on to the next part of the plan? Yes. Good. Imagine you've just collected the card from the table. Now let me finish my tea. Lovely. Imagine you've just collected the cards from the table. Think about how we arrange them and how they'll be dealt out. Every fourth card will be dealt to me. Thanks to you, they'll have high values. But of course, we can't start dealing just yet. We have to shuffle. Or pretend to, at least. Allow me to introduce you to the art of ineffective shuffling. Drop some cards, don't leave your stack behind. Our favorable stack is now at the bottom, still in order. The rest of the cards will pile up on top. We eventually want to bring the ordered cards back to the top, undisturbed. To help with that, we need to mark where they are in the deck. One card poking out of the deck should do the trick. This is called in-jogging. I suppose this all sounds familiar? Yes. The magician taught you well, I see. Okay, so shuffle, then in-jog. Now drop the rest of the cards on top. This makes it look like a real shuffle. Good, now you'd offer me to cut, since we're such fair and honorable players. Watch how I use my fingers to find your in-jogged card. Then you can combine the cards by putting the bottom pile on top. And that's it. Our ordered cards are ready to be dealt out. Impressive work. You understand the plan then, lad? Gather discarded cards in order that it ensures a favorable deal, then pretend to shuffle before leaning on me to cut the deck. Let me scatter some cards down on the table and you can rehearse it. Okay, so we'll try again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we shuffle, in-jog, shuffle, shuffle. Perfect. The disheveled gatherer. Nice, we learned a new move. We can wrap up and rest before our arrival if you'd like. Great. I will fetch my quill and you can show me your vowels. I see the capital. We've arrived. Remember, the stakes are getting higher, lad. We cannot be discovered. Now, is this the same cafe that all the, well, this would have happened later on, I imagine, but there was a cafe in France, I believe, that a lot of artists went into. Like, it was like a who's who of different artists. Like, everyone was meeting up there and chatting with each other and showing each other techniques, and it was just a really nice community. Jean Baptiste Laurent Albert, but you are cheating. Please don't make that face. Sir, I can explain. I am truly happy to make your acquaintance. You are? The nobility is full of scammers and cheats, but they are mostly inept amateurs. Real con artists are a rarity for good reason. Voltaire accompanied the gentleman. Gentleman. Wait, the Voltaire? The Voltaire? Oh my goodness. What is it, my young friend? Don't you see I'm too busy for your games? These men are cheats, professional ones. Cheats, you say, truly corrupted souls. How interesting. Monsieur Voltaire, I respectfully disagree. We simply teach men a justified fear of cards and gambling, and we get paid for this humble service. It does sound like an elastic conception of virtue and morale. Moral. Should we play to test your logic? Oh yes, please, cheat again. Oh, okay, so if we bet too much, it's suspicious. Okay, so hopefully this is not timed. Okay. Okay, it is a little bit timed because it goes. Wow, that went up quickly. We did it! I didn't see anything. You were really good. Could I ask you a question? Please do. Do you play to earn money or do you play for the mere pleasure of tricking your opponents? Neither. Each game I play is just a brick in the edifice I'm building. Each trick is an element of a larger plot. I play patiently, slowly, until I can trick the sun. Like you, Monsieur de Voltaire. One letter at a time, one idea at a time, until the whole world changes. But if it keeps going up and up, the suspicion will eventually get to 100. Why, this is art! Another round. The expense feels no different to a trip to the theater. Hang on, I need to sneeze. Never mind, it was a false alarm. And you're in luck, good sir, for we have an encore planned. How much would you like to bet? Okay, that was lucky. Phew. This little experiment is getting too expensive for me, I'm afraid. I should go back to my writings. Thank you, gentlemen. It was enlightening. I look forward to seeing the sun blush. Okay, so should we go to the camp after? Okay, so that's white, which means we've completed it, so let's travel. The following morning. Oh, okay, so we go to the magician to... I was trying to figure out how to give money to him. Good morning, young man. You seem rather quaint this morning. Quaint? The dark beauty of a classic hero in an old romance. Now what can I do for you? The comp said he would donate 30. You're free to give what you want. Okay, same amount. Thank you. I know an orphanage in need. I will take care of the rest. Are you ready to leave? Yes. Oh wait, I should ask. Okay. So let's travel to the inn. I assume like the minimum that if it's 10 that means we should do that first because it's easier? We're not going to this inn for leisure, of course. Not when there's coin to be made. That simple trick we pulled at the tavern won't work. How do you feel about taking a seat at the table? I'm ready. Ha, you have a thirst for the game already, I see. You won't be playing to win, of course, you'll be aiding me. Similar to last time, I need you to signal to me what you know of my opponent's cards. I doubt we'll find anyone quite so drunk as before, so I'll need better information if we're to win. You'll need to communicate the suit and value of our opponent's best card. It'll be enough to tip the scales. The way you hold your cards and how you play them will tell me everything. I call this pinch and drop signal. Let's start with clubs. Play a card from your hand holding 3 fingers in the air. Oh, okay. Very good. For hearts, hold the card with 2 fingers extended. Right, I'm sure you know where this is going. 1 finger is lifted for spades. Good, have a closed hand when signaling diamonds. Shall we move on to signaling card values, or shall we go over signaling suits again? Great, the way you place a card will signal its value to me. For aces, raise the highest card to the highest point before letting it fall to the table. Just like that. For king, show me a strident ruler by reaching forward and placing him deep in the table. Good, now for queens, treat the monarch with respect. Gently lower the lady down and place her on the table. Perfect, and for jacks, pull your hand back before you fling the rascal forward. Well Well done. Would you like to go over that again, or shall we try putting this all together? One more time. I'm glad he gives us something to remember it by. Okay, I think I've got it now. I suppose you're wondering how you'll see your opponent's hand if you're sat at the table. Any ideas? You? Quite right. You can't pour the wine when you're a customer. The responsibility will rest on my shoulders. I'll deal in such a way that you may still look at your mark's cards. Commit to memory the highest value card they get dealt. Don't forget its suit. If the lucky wretch is dealt 2 cards of joint highest value, but with different suits, either card will do. I call this technique dealer's glimpse. Let's practice. So far it's the ace. I think it was the ace of hearts. You've made a mistake there, lad. Remember, I want to know the highest value card they have in its suit. Okay, we're getting there. 10 of diamonds. Jack of hearts. Okay, so Jack of hearts. Bravo, it seems we have ourselves a plan. Okay. Woo! There's 28 of these tricks and we found 4 already. We can run through it again if you'd like, or would you like to rest for the remainder? We've quite a journey yet. Okay, so that signals we've updated our journal. Later that day... Oh, what's that noise? Did something unplug? I think we're okay. Nope, we're not okay. Oh, what the heck, I'll just pull the whole thing out. This inn has proven to be a fertile hunting ground in the past. Take a look at the man in red seated over there with all his finery. Let's fleece him for all he's worth. Now stay back here until I'm seated. You seem utterly bored, my young friend. I happen to know the perfect cure for that ailment. You're not a doctor, I hope? I may be bored, but I'm not suicidal. I only administer the sweetest form of thrill. A good old game of cards. That's a remedy my humors can agree with. Please take a seat. Humors, I think he's referring to the 4 humors. So then we come over. Okay, so we'll bet this amount. 4 of hearts. 6 of clubs. 9 of clubs. 10 of clubs. Or not clubs, Ace of diamonds. We did it! Ah, I'm growing sick of your medicine, Comte. Do stay another round, young patient. It won't hurt one bit. Six of hearts. Queen of hearts. King of hearts. King of diamonds. Woo. A stringent defeat again. You've got a dreadful bedside manner, Comte. Only through suffering do we feel alive. Two of clubs. 10 of spades. Jack of diamonds. And then pull it back. Woo! Ah, well, I can't make the bet for the next round. Your treatment was expensive but appreciated. We should say a game of cards a day keeps the doctor away, not an apple. I fully agree, my friend. The apple only works if you're good at throwing it at the doctor. Thank you, monsieur. I will be a good patient and follow your prescription. Well, that went jolly well. Good morning, young man. You seem rather quaint this morning. Overall, you and Comte have contributed 100 to our cause. That's very generous of you. And him, Okay, and then we'll head off to, I think the manor was the next place? Yes? Okay, so the cards mean we've unlocked something. We're heading to the manor of Baroness Geborgard. She has the look, the laugh, and the breath of a horse. I suppose you won't have seen wealth like hers before. Don't let it overwhelm you. Nervousness will give away our ploy. Needless to say, we're visiting for her fortune, not her company. We'll be developing the trick we pulled at your employer's dump. Remember how you used a cloth to signal a suit? Let's take that a step further. As my servant, you'll be able to pour drinks for everyone at the table. And owing to my widely known fastidiousness, extra cleaning won't raise eyebrows either. I can play aggressively if I know the exact count of my opponent's most numerous suit. To communicate the count, simply repeat the signal without interruption. Let's give that a try. Show me what you do to signal a 2 of clubs. Okay. Good, let's try 3 hearts. What then? Okay. 4 of spades? If we had a 10 of spades, how would that not be very suspicious? The other folks would be thinking, my goodness, that man is really wiping that table. Good, you seem to get the idea. Shall we try with you spying my hand or go over it again? Excellent. Okay. Five in diamonds. Oh. Wrong number. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. Okay, I think I got it. I say we skip the rehearsal today and see your verbiage instead, but before we go putting the cards away, I'm preparing a small surprise to multiply our grains at the end of the game, an impromptu if you will. Allow me to teach you the final technique of the evening. I call it dog-eared card. I'll slip a second deck into your pocket as you pour my drink. Take it to another room, add an ace, and bend the corner of it like you would do to mark a place in a book. Next time you pour my drink, I'll take the second deck back. Follow my instructions and you'll be fine. Let's do a practice run. Sorry, I'm having trouble scrolling. No, just... Well done. The bottle of Bordeaux. Trust me, lad, it'll all make sense in good time. My ploy will be far more convincing if you're kept in the dark. Would you like more practice? Very well, time for those verbs. We're getting close. Remember, follow my instructions and everything will be fine. Later that day. My dear Calm, here am I, humble prolific scoundrel. You flit about like a hummingbird. Am I not enough flower for you? Unfortunately, being close to you turns me into an imbecile without remedy. Are you going to still tonight? I cannot wait to see that. I'm yours to slaughter as always. It seems I've bested you this time, Comte. Now, if you will excuse me, I must retire. We're broke, lad, but I have a plan. Remember that trick you learnt at the camp? 3-card Mont? Just as well, we'll be putting the trick to use in a couple of hours. We're going to draw a crowd by pretending to play. Then, when we sucker someone in, we'll encourage them to play round after round. They'll win some, we'll win some, and the stakes will raise. And when our purse is fattened to your liking, we'll leave with the coin. Sounds good? In short, we'll sometimes need to lose if our opponent gets too suspicious. Stay vigilant, I trust your judgment. So I just have to find the queen and I double my money? You, young sir, have yourself a deal. Careful, we're losing them. You're a funny one, lad. Doesn't matter how much you pretend to fumble, I'm not upping my bet. I think it's working, they're coming round. Let that be a warning, lad. Get your act together or we'll end up broke or worse. It's that one. You got me there. I can't be losing money at games like this. My wife would boil me alive. Let's play again, eh? He doesn't look too interested, friend. You might have to sweeten the deal for him. Alright, I'll bet double. Come on, I need to earn it back. Phew, right, I'll beat you this time. It's that one. Now hopefully suspicion doesn't go too high and then we'll lose. That count. You must be cheap. Oh, we got it too high. You ain't tough enough to swindle me, boy. My money back or you'll be feeling the sharp end of a dagger. Uh-oh. No! Now what's happened? The Lady of Bones is so worried, Death needs to rest. Up on the high throne, the regal seat of the... Why are you here? Why don't you speak? I can speak. How is that possible? I decided on the laws of my kingdom. You are in limbo. Am I dead? Not quite. Your life dangles by a single thread. Your soul is made of such surprising matter. It's sweet and mellow. I can mold it how I want. Don't touch my soul. Oh no, that would be quite inappropriate of me. I can do better than that. Listen, I can't change your world, but I can build it back as it was. I can bring you to before your untimely demise. See, I've already restored the money you had before dying. Obviously, bringing you back to life is going to cost you something. Obviously, what's your price? I want your time. It's 7:35 p.m. Those are numbers, not time. I cannot give you time. Then I must eat your soul. Wait, do you play cards? Huh? Yes, let's play a game of shadows. I will not eat your soul, and I will give you another chance at life. Oh, was I supposed to click? And that's a win for me. Ready your soul, for I'm about to eat it. Wait, you can't do that. Why is that? Because I gave you what you wanted via the time of this game, and a rather good time, I must say. It was an entertaining game. Very well, I accept your gift. Thank you, I hope you come back soon. I enjoyed your company. Wake up. Are you alright? Where are we? We're in the carriage on our way to trick real fools. Do you remember now? I was scared. You fainted one of your seizures. How do you feel? Would you like to go back to the camp? No. Your call. Have a rest. We will be there soon. Okay, so we'll try this again. Careful, we're losing them. If that's as easy as you say, why not roll over your winnings? Really rinse the boy. Alright, you've convinced me. Let's go again. I'll bet my wager in winnings. That's 20. Come on, boy, a deal this fine leaves you no choice. I think now is a good time to stop. Well, that was Card Shark's demo. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I'm really excited for this game to be released. It's planned to be released sometime this year, and I really like the art. I was happily surprised by all the different things you can do in this game, the different tricks, the fact that it teaches you the actual card cheating. There's historic figures. The animation is really, really nice. I think it's very polished looking. And yeah, I hope to play the full game sometime in my own time once it comes out. But I hope you enjoyed the demo. It's out on Steam, I believe. And oh, hi Charlatan. Oh my gosh, I just got here and well, that was the demo, was the first thing I heard. Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't worry, I'm going to set up a VOD for this in a few minutes, so you'll be able to watch through it. It's very exciting, so I hope you enjoy watching through that. With that, I think I'll head out now. Oh yes, Yusha. Awesome, great. And so that'll be up in a few minutes. I just need to get that up from Twitch, and then I'll upload it, and it'll be there. And for now, I think I'll head out. It's been about an hour and 30 minutes. There was a lot of cool stuff we saw, and hopefully I'll be back next week to play another demo or game. Ta-ra!